symbol of national pride. One university for our people, UTT. Educating, creating entrepreneurs ready for the world. Top training in engineering for endeavors untold. UTT, best in biosciences. UTT, fashion and the arts. UTT, agriculture, food technology, tops in ICT. UTT, best in sports, maritime, a place for originality. UTT, our national university. UTT, the National University of Trinidad and Tobago, with international reach. Flying our colors high, a symbol of national pride. One university for our people, UTT. Educating, creating entrepreneurs ready for the world. Top training in engineering for endeavors untold. UTT, best in biosciences. UTT, fashion and the arts. UTT, agriculture, food technology, tops in ICT. UTT, best in sports, maritime, a place for originality. UTT, our national university. UTT, the National University of Trinidad and Tobago, with international reach.
Welcome to another information session with the University of Trinidad and Tobago. Actually, this is our last installation of our information sessions. And I know Ms. Carr will say, we leave the best for last. Right, so with us today, the featured programs, foundations, where we have Dr. Edward Cumberbatch with us, as well as we have the Academy for Fashion and Design with Ms. Carr, who is the program leader and senior instructor of the program. With her, we have Vivian Ferguson, who is her program officer. We also would have information on student accounting, the fees, tuition, and the type of payment plans we have, as well as we have admissions that will give information on the application and registration process. But before we start, I'm going to ask my colleague, but I forgot to mention my name. I am Janelle Thomas from the Student Recruitment Unit, and with me, I have Alana Kamisiong and Oran Hinkson. So I so want to get into this session to give you all the information. All right, so my colleague is going to play a video on some of the other programs we have. Oran?
The University of Trinidad and Tobago provides education, which is designed to equip individuals to be future leaders and captains of industry. From science and technology to education, the arts, sports, and security, UTT is the place where your dreams are transformed into reality.
We look at the possibilities and really it's untapped.
Interest is growing among future professionals as to the role of tertiary education in national development. Postgraduate programs in carnival studies, health administration, entrepreneurship, and environmental science and management, among others, play a pivotal role in preserving culture, positively impacting healthcare delivery, entrepreneurial endeavors, and the environment. UTT's students are not only exposed to academic instruction, but many take the time to fully immerse themselves in sport, music, art, and other fun and engaging leisure activities.
Not just academic enhancement, but also your holistic development.
Students are exposed to the co-op program where industry experience is gained, and students are work ready upon graduation from the university.
Seeing some of our students speaking to the professionals there and using the language and understanding some of the concepts was really, really mind-blowing for me.
Building these skills requires the experience, commitment, and ability of staff to inspire and lead the student body.
Preservation and innovation in the area of culture and the arts have always been the hallmarks of a vibrant and thriving society. So for me and for the team, the faculty that works here at the Academy, those two roles are of key importance.
Every individual in the faculty is very focused on helping you develop as an individual.
Maritime studies, performing arts, fashion, food science and technology, sport, public safety, and agriculture are all important sectors in Trinidad and Tobago's diversification thrust. UTT brings the best resources and a dedicated cadre of professors and lecturers who continue to prioritize tertiary education within Trinidad and Tobago.
The knowledge that I've gathered is tremendous.
As the national university, UTT will continue to provide quality education for sustainable national growth.
Thank you very much, Oran. As you all can see, our programs are very practical in nature. So you get the practical side as well as the theory. I just want to mention that we have also from fashion, Miss Lisa Sinanan with us. We're going to start now with Dr. Edwards, who is the program leader of the foundations. Welcome, Dr. Edwards.
Good afternoon. Thank you very much, Janelle. So I'll just share my screen and we can get going. All right, so I am program leader of the Foundations and Prior Learning Unit. Edward Cumberbatch is my name. And Foundations and Prior Learning, well, what is that, you might wonder? So the Foundations and Prior Learning Unit, we have instructors that kind of weave through the entire university. We cover all of the foundation courses. So you're talking about courses such as communications, English, mathematics, chemistry, physics, human skills development, and entrepreneurship. So at some point in your UTT career, you will probably be interacting with one of us. If not in a course directly, certainly you can make use of some of the resources that we have available. So in the Foundations and Prior Learning Unit, we also have remedial centers. We have the UTT Writing Center in collaboration with the Center for Education Programs. We have the Mathematics Laboratory, Math Lab, and we also have the Science Remedial Lab. So you can make use of these remedial centers by simply observing the information that's on the screen right now. I know you probably won't have an opportunity to write it down right now, but not to worry. Once classes get going in September, we will be posting this information on the main Canvas page. So all students will have access to Canvas to get access to their courses. So you will be able to visit the Canvas page and get this information. And it will also be posted on my portal. We also pay special interest to our student athletes, because sometimes the student athletes may be representing the university, may not be able to attend all of the classes in the same way that others may be able to. So through the Academy for Sports, we do get referrals from Mr. Ian Pritchard to these remedial centers. So if anyone here is a student athlete, you may want to take advantage of that opportunity as well. Apart from these things that we do at the Foundations and Prior Learning Unit, we also have online resources available for students who might need a little assistance. Everybody in UTT is going to have to, at some point or other, you're going to have to do research papers, you're going to have to make presentations. So we do have online resources available to assist you with knowing just how to do your referencing and your citations, the format of the paper, and how to make excellent presentations, be aware of your target audience so that you know just how to frame things in the best way possible. I do want to end with a short video on this final area of our unit, the Proficiency Diagnostic Assessment, or PDA. This is an assessment that you are able to do. You can be referred to it if you are trying to get into a UTT program and you happen not to have the full qualifications, for example, in mathematics or English language. You can come in, be referred to do the PDA. It is a self-paced program, but we do offer assistance to help you to get through it. And once you are successful with the PDA, you can get provisional acceptance to the university, so you can start your program with the other students at the same time. We do recommend and encourage you, even though you've been successful with the PDA, we still encourage you to still sign up for and resit the CSEC examinations in mathematics and English. And we do offer assistance to help you with that as well. Right down at the bottom of the screen, you might see that little small print, USTEP. I won't say too much about it now, but just that is a little promo for something that is coming. The Foundations and Prior Learning unit is going to be opening up the whole experience of getting into programs, even though you may not have the required qualifications. So look out for that in the coming weeks. And now I'll just end with the short video on the Proficiency Diagnostic Assessment.
Through its Proficiency Diagnostic Assessment, or PDA, the University of Trinidad and Tobago offers provisional acceptance to students who are either writing CSEC examinations or awaiting CSEC results.
The PDA is designed for persons who are gaining entry into UTT certificates, diplomas, and bachelors of education, and then the Bachelor of Fine Arts. Now, when I refer to certificates and diplomas, it will be all certificates and all diploma programs throughout UTT. But specifically for the Bachelors of Education and the Bachelors of Fine Arts, because in these programs, the minimum entry requirement will be CSEC passes. Now, the process for applying for the PDA at UTT has two streams. Firstly, students can go directly based on their application, whereby they must submit an application online, and then they are assessed, and if they are waiting results, they will be assigned to the PDA. It is also open to anyone who is applying to UTT. They don't have to be a secondary school student. You can be mature entry and you think you need to just brush up on some skills in math and English. You can apply and then you are recommended to the PDA.
Welcome to our series on doing online presentations. Today's session is more or less to share with you some tricks, some information on how to make your presentations a bit more enlightening, informative, and educational.
UTT's Proficiency Diagnostic Assessment allows students to access personalized tutoring, receive continuous timely feedback, and engage in periodic online assessments. Best of all, successful completion of the PDA allows students to start their tertiary journey at UTT in September, at the start of the academic year. UTT, your partner every step of the journey.
Thank you so much for your time and attention, and all the best with your UTT career.
Thank you very much, Dr. Edwards, for that informative presentation. I'm sure the students can see that they would be worked with all through their life at UTT, and the Foundations program offers assistance at every avenue. Thank you very much for that. I would now like to move on to Ms. Carr, who is the Senior Instructor and Program Leader for the Fashion Program. This is one of our most, I think it's one of the most practical programs we actually have at UTT. Welcome, Ms. Carr.
Thank you, and welcome everyone that is in attendance today. So we'll go right into it. So this is an introduction to fashion at UTT. This at the Caribbean Academy of Fashion and Design. We are housed at the Jundy campus. Currently, we have two offerings. We have a BFA degree in fashion design, and we have a diploma in fashion design with fashion management options. So we give you the best of both worlds in our diploma. We match the creative side with the business side in our diploma. The entry requirements for our Bachelor of Fine Arts, it's a 4-year full-time degree. You have to have 2 CAPE subjects, and or you can have successful completion of the diploma at CAFD, and then you can matriculate into your bachelor. We also have to submit a portfolio of 10 designs of a man or woman on vacation in Tobago, a self-portrait, and a letter of intent. Why do you want to study fashion? For our diploma entry requirements, we have, this is also a full-time, but it's offered in the evenings, 5 to 8, and we do have some Saturday classes. It's a 2.5-year program. You have to have at least 5 CSEC passes with English and math inclusive. Again, a portfolio, a self-portrait, and your letter of intent. At CAFD, you get to be part of our exciting annual events. We have 4 events each year. We have a art and design exhibition, which runs for an entire week. It's open to the public, free admission, and all the work that have been done throughout the year is on showcase. Designer Spaces is part of our senior installation, where they have to do their Envision boutique spaces. This is also a competition, and they are judged for Student of the Year award. Designer Critic is our junior show, where the students work with 2 industry designers for a theme, and they have to bring up 2 looks. So depending on the amount of students we have, we might have 1 designer, or we might have sections and have 2 or 3 designers. And that is an award. The winner this is also a competition. The winner gets an award in the designer's name. And of course, our signature event is our senior thesis fashion show, which is our graduating class of the year. And this is what our art and design exhibition looks like. This exhibition was installed in Napa. This is our designer spaces. Our designer critic award show. And our senior thesis fashion show. Again, all of these awards that the students get, and other things also. Students have been recognized for placement in the industry, locally, regionally, and even some internationally. This is some aspects of our successful alumni designers. We're a very small unit, but we have really given have gotten international recognition. So this is some of the successes at CFD. We have James Hackett, which was one of our first designers. We were launched in 2008. James Hackett launched Lush Kingdom, and he came in as a graphic designer. So James was able to marry his graphic design and fashion design. And the middle photo, you will see that James actually did a print for an international designer in 2019, Fee Noel, and that was featured in Vogue magazine. Adrian Foster, another successful designer. Adrian was invited by the British Fashion Council to represent Trinidad and Tobago as a designer in the International Fashion Showcase. Adrian has a very successful brand, and he continues to design to this day. Lisa Sitai, another successful graduate. Lisa Sitai won the Planting Seeds fashion segment, and which offered $10,000, and also she was able to have her designs in Mickle's store. Afia Bishop is actually a fashion management graduate to this day. Afia has a very successful line, and she goes throughout the Caribbean and internationally selling her brand. Danielle Marie is a successful handbag designer, accessory and handbags. At CFD, we offer not just fashion design, but we have offerings of electives in jewelry design, knitting, handbag design, tailoring, and so forth. So it gives the students options to go into other things. Delia Allen, another successful designer. Delia Allen is now in New York. Delia Allen was part of Beyonce's 2020 movie, Black is King. That movie actually won Best Costume Design for the Emmy. And you will see these are designs that was actually created by Delia Allen. In 2013, Sarah Woodham graduated with her BFA in fashion design, and she also was able to win a scholarship to Yale University. Sarah graduated with honors in 2018 in her Master of Fine Arts in Costume Design, and she's now designing for Broadway plays. Marlon George have created Dow Creations, and Marlon outfit all our local and some international celebrities. Here, Marlon and one of our senior students actually did the design for the actor Brandon J. McLaren, who is a Hollywood actor. Crystal Antwine has a very successful business called Coco Vintage, and she creates jewelry out of miniature cocoa and other things that we can part of our landscape in Trinidad and Tobago. And that's it. The possibilities are endless. You can check out our website there, and also you can apply online to our program. When you go on our website, you will see a lot more information and also things that we have done in the past. And if you have any questions, we're here to answer your questions. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Carr, for that presentation. I tell them practicality in the programs. We go on Hollywood too, you know, Beyonce. Yes,
Yep.
well, what you want better than that?
We have placed Trinidad and Tobago on the international landscape.
Be on the map, CFD on the map, put UTT on the map. So I hoping the candidates looking at this and could see what's next for them. They could be the next Delia Allen, Marlon George, right? So thank you again, Ms. Carr. Okay, so we'd like to move on to our admissions person, Ms. Dana Placid, welcome.
Are you here?
Yes, we're hearing you now.
Hi, good evening. I would have been privy to the many presentations that would have happened this evening. And I'm sure that the prospective students are now wondering, what is the next step? How do we apply to at least get our foot in the door at UTT? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you a short video, a clip on actually what the registration, what the application process looks like from end to end. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to share that video with you so you could have a look and see what it is that you actually need to do to register, to enroll into UTT. So let me share this with you now.
Welcome to UTT online application. To get started, go to UTT main website. When the page is loaded, click Apply from the main menu. Carefully read the application process before proceeding. For further assistance, you can email the Student Recruitment Department. On the right, you can view our fees, payment plan, academic calendar, application, and program information sheets for both undergraduate and postgraduate programs. You can select your program from the list provided, or you can filter by level, intake, and program area. When the program is selected, you can read the program's description, program venue, entry requirements, and career opportunities. To apply, click the online application form. When the page opens, you can view our application options. Select one that is appropriate for you. If you have already completed an application and wish to continue, enter your key. If not, click Start Here for a new application. Read the following instructions and complete all required fields based on the requirements for your program. Please use the Next button and not your web browser arrows when moving pages. On page 1, enter your general information. On page 2, enter your address information. On page 3, enter your first and second program of interest. On page 4, enter your CSEC O-level qualifications. If you are awaiting results, enter your subject and select Awaiting Results. On page 5, enter your CAPE A-level qualifications. On page 6, you can enter any other academic qualifications. On page 7, you can enter any relevant work experience as well as 2 references. On page 8, please select which method you will use to fund your tuition. On page 9, please read all the information carefully. For applicants who are waiting for results, please enter your candidate number. Click Next to continue. Review your application and update any fields that are missing. Enter your email address for your confirmation email and then click Submit. And that's it. Your application was successfully submitted. Thank you for choosing UTT.
Great. So it's as simple as that. At the end of the presentation, there will be a link provided for prospective students to go back and video and be able to have it side by side once you're once you're choosing to apply to the university. I would like to make it known to students that are awaiting CXC results. There was a part of the video that spoke to entering your candidate number. So what that means that you don't have to wait for your CXC results to come out. If you choose to pursue any of these courses at the university, you can at least get your foot in the door. And while you wait results, at least we're waiting on results from either student that's willing to come to university. We do make allotment for that. So don't be discouraged. Still do give it a shot and come in and, see what could happen. You never know. So it's been nice being with you all, and I'll now hand it back over to Ms. Thomas. Bye.
Thank you very much, Dana. So this, Dana is one of the persons you would have to interact with when you're going through your registration process. Now I'll move on to Ms. Anissa to give us the information from Student Accounting. Hi, Anissa, welcome.
Hi, good afternoon. I just needed to share my screen. Hold on. Hi, so my name is Anissa Ali Ramsrup, and I'm from Student Accountant. You can contact us for any questions you have concerning tuition, outstanding balance, anything like that. You can email us at stuaccqueries@utt.edu.tt. Additionally, you can call us at 642-8888 extension 32567. Registration fees for the academic year 2022-2023 is $600. The academic year runs from the period September 2022 to August 2023. The cost of some of the programs that were discussed, the diploma in fashion design, it is $36,000. The bachelor in fashion design, it is $64,000. Students can be funded by being self-funded. They can pay for tuition by being self-funded, funded through GATE, or other sponsored. If it is that you are self-funded, you would receive a 15% discount on your tuition fees once you're a national of Trinidad and Tobago. Payments are due at the beginning of each semester. If you fail to pay on a timely basis, it can result in your account being placed on hold. We have several UTT endorsed payment options. These options include the UTT payment plan, the financial assistance studies program, the higher education loan program. We also have loans that you can get from several credit unions, which include Aero Services and Venture Credit Union. If it is you decide that you're going to be funded through GATE, you must remember that GATE is only funding one undergraduate. So you need to decide which undergraduate that you're going to utilize GATE for. And GATE no longer funds postgrad. In order to apply for GATE, you would need to log into GATE website and register. What you also need to remember is every year you need to apply for GATE. And in order to get GATE, you need to maintain a CGPA of 2.0 and above. If it is that you're a sponsored student, you would need to provide a copy of your sponsorship letter. All payments to UTT should be made to UTT's bank account, First Citizens Bank, account number 1501631. You can transfer funds to the same account, or you can make credit card payments via your portal. Once you make a payment, you need to upload your proof of payment on your portal. Additionally, if it is that your payment is made through someone else's bank account, please indicate so that we can actually match your payment with you being the student. That's it for me. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Anissa, again for the information. Candidates could see the competitive fees we have for our programs. I'm telling you guys, go and check regionally as well as internationally, even locally, and check the prices on the programs, and you will see our fees are very competitive. All right, so now you got the information about the programs, you got information on how to apply for the program, and you got the fees, the tuition fees for the program. So now I'm going to open up the floor for any questions. We have the foundations unit here as well as fashion design here. And anything you wish to ask them, now is the time. You could unmute your mic, put up your hands, unmute your mic to ask your questions, or you can just put it in the chat and we will read it out for our live session persons, right? So the floor is open. Wait. Foundations, fashion information was so extensive that everybody understood. Nobody have a question. But this is good. Our instructors are really good. Oh, we have a question. Welcome, Dominique. You can unmute.
Hi. Hello, good afternoon. I think it's afternoon. Well, my question was, if I'm an athlete, right? But I also want to do fashion. Would it permit me to do both fashion and the athletic part of it, or no?
Dominique, you definitely would have some clashing there. And our program is very rigorous. It means that even if you're in attendance, say you're doing our diploma, which is 5 to 8, you still have to allow time during the day to get your assignments and stuff done. So it would be very difficult. Not impossible, nothing is impossible, but it would be quite difficult.
Okay, thank you.
Anyone else? The floor is open. This is your time to get the information firsthand from the programs. Okay. Well, in the meantime, while they're still thinking of their questions, because I feel they're still thinking, right? While they're thinking of the questions, I'm going to ask my colleague, Oran, to play 2 videos there for us, 2 short videos on some of our other programs.
Did you know that the University of Trinidad and Tobago offers more than 50 high-quality, career-oriented certificate, diploma, bachelor's, master's, and doctoral programs in areas ranging from science, engineering and technology to aviation, education, the arts, sports, and security? Did you know? Well, now you know.
All right, so before he plays the other video, I just saw a question from Miss Tinika Francois, if I'm not mistaken. She's asking, for someone who lives deep south, what are the times like for the classes?
In terms of our fashion classes, we have our full-time classes are 9 to 4. And for the evening hours is 5 to 8.
Dr. Edwards? Oh, sorry, Doctor, come on.
Yeah, that's fine. So that it would be pretty much the same across the university. Of course, it just depends on the particular program that you're interested in. Some programs are offered only full-time. There may be some programs that are only offered part-time. All right, so the full-time classes are generally from 8 to 4, and the part-time classes from 5 to 8 in the evening.
Thank you. Tanika, you're asking Ms. Carr to repeat? You could unmute.
I think she got it now.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Dr. Kamabach. I have another question from Danielle Narain. Is there any way in which I can access recordings of the previous information meetings if I miss them? Yes, you can. All the sessions were recorded and you can find them on UTT's YouTube channel. All right. I think, Alana, would you be able to post the link afterwards so they could see it?
Sure.
You ready? Oh, okay, go ahead. Thank you very much, Oran. While we waited, we had a question. Do you have to be experienced to be able to apply? Jessica?
No, definitely not. It helps if you have prior experience, say sewing or drawing background. It helps you in the classroom, but you definitely don't have to have any prior experience. We teach you all you need to know.
Okay, thank you. And for the performing arts, I would have to ask that question for you. She sent me a direct message, so I'll have to get back to her. All right, anybody else has a question? Okay, we have another one. how do you guys manage and or what do you learn during the time in the COVID pandemic?
Well, during the pandemic, we were able to successfully merge our classes onto an online platform. At UTT, we use Canvas, which is an online learning platform. And what we had to add to that is more interactive things like videos and stuff like that. So so we were able to teach sewing online, pattern drafting online, a lot of things we were able to do online. Some classes we had to defer, things like draping, for the mere fact that students didn't have the equipment at home. So those things we were able to teach this summer here, so that come September, all our students are back on stream.
Thank you very much, Ms. Carr. It gave us a stop, but everything continued. Do we have any more questions? No? All right. Alana, could we put up our contact information in the meantime? So we would put up the link for the live stream audience, so they can see the link that you can go to apply, to see the tutorial for applying, as well as the student accounting email, if you didn't get it the first time, if you have any questions about the tuition fees. This is also our website where you can get all the program details and updates, the tuition fees, virtual tours of our campuses, and as ideally to submit an application for these wonderful programs, unique programs, as you can see. The website is www.utt.edu.tt. She would also put up our contact information. If you have any questions or you require assistance for anything at all, you can contact any one of us here on this listing. You have our cell numbers and you also have our email addresses. So somebody will get back to you, right? So you have a direct contact inside of UTT. Let me see if we have any other questions. Right, so we have another question from Daniel Narain. For students awaiting results, we should still go on campus on the day of opening. If so, what do we do once there? Dana, you want to take this question?
I think I may need a bit more clarification on that. So for students awaiting results, should still go on campus on the day of opening. I need a bit more clarification, but let me just gloss it over. If you are awaiting CXC results, there is no need to come into campus. You can submit your application online. There is a section of the form that caters for students who are awaiting results. We would require a candidate number, and that allows us to go into the system and see your results as well. So there is no need to physically come into the campus unless you've been accepted into the campus and you're now registering and enrolling for courses and you have your timetable and know what time your timetable looks like in terms of attending classes. But there is no specific need for you to attend or come into a campus for the application period. I would have submitted in the chat email address. So should anybody have any questions whatsoever when it comes to the admissions or the application process, you can email us at registration support. That's one word, registration support @utt.edu.tt, and we would be more than happy and willing to answer any of your questions.
Thank you, Dina. Before I start seeing any other questions, so before we look to wrap up, before before we wrap up, I'm going to ask Dr. Kamabach if you want to say anything to close, or Ms. Carr, anything to close. Give them some words of wisdom, you know, to close, for us to close.
So just
Yeah?
one thing I could probably add is that because we recognize that the CSEC results, CSEC and CAPE results will be late this year, the UTT does have a delayed start again this year. So we actually have 2 start dates. So for continuing students, we start, you know, as usual at the beginning of September, but for students who will be waiting on results coming in later, the start date is at the end of September.
Oh, okay. Great. Just before you speak, Ms. Carr, I'm seeing one question from Dominique. If I'm doing CAPE and I would like to apply for the fashion program this year, do I need to finish the unit 2?
No, we take students at unit 1.
Okay, Dominique. So I guess when you have a discussion with your parents, you would be signing up for fashion. Yeah. Okay, Ms. Carr, could you give us the last word? You know, you like to be the best for last, you know.
Hey, always save the best for last. But you have seen the possibilities that they're endless at our fashion program. We await you to be our next success story.
Thank you very much to the programs for being here to give us such information, right? So they could get a better understanding. I want to thank the guests for being here to hear the information, to spread the word to all your friends and family about the unique programs that UTT has to offer. I would like to do an advertisement. We will be having an open day between the 5th and the 9th for students who receive their CAPE and CSEC results on the John D and SFTI campuses coming up. So you all can look out for that, look out for the advertisement. We'll be there to give correct guidance as well as assist students in applying if you're having issues. So you could come to the campuses, look out for it. It's between 10 to 4. So you would see something out there. Yeah. So is there another question? Okay. So we want to thank you all. We want to thank Trinidad and Tobago for tuning in to the UTT information session. This was like a month-long session that we showcase all our programs. There were questions in the program, so you can go back to the YouTube channel, check out the other programs, see what is the possibilities you can have at UTT, and come and meet all these good people we have like myself, right? So thank you, everyone, and good night. Thank you for having us on your screens. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.